All right, we'll start off. My name is Jackson. I am 23 years old. I am from Bedford, Texas. I was homeless for 4 years of my life, and that's what kind of led me to do all this. And let's go ahead and get your name, age, and where you're from.
My name is Justin. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. 32 years old. I've been homeless for about going on a year now.
About a year? Okay. Starting off, how was growing up for you?
It was good. I mean, it was a divorced family, but I mean, it happened when I was either young enough or old enough to understand it, so it wasn't really a big deal. I spent time with both my parents, you know, average loving childhood and everything. So I can't fault them for anything like that.
Okay. And how was, you went through school, you went through...
Yeah, I went to, graduated high school with honors, top 10% of my class.
Nice.
I was one of 4 recipients of the university's scholarship to Texas State University. It was called Southwest Texas State when I went there, though, but it's Texas State University now. Studied political science and pre-pharmacy. Eventually settled on political science, but quit going to school to be in a band. Went back to school, quit being in school again to work and earn money.
Yeah. What kind of music did you play? I was actually in a band myself.
We just tried to sound as much like Iggy and the Stooges as possible. So, just a really garage rocky type sound and everything. It was fun. I mean, we only did it for the fun. We didn't really do it for money or kicks or anything like that. Just a bunch of guys getting together and having fun. So.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I've been writing music forever, so it's pretty big for me.
No.
You said you were going to school. What did you want to do for a career?
I didn't really know. I just liked studying like history and political theory and things like that. I had a focus in public administration, which I thought would maybe translate as well as a like business management degree does, but to like the public sector, so working in local government or something like that. But that didn't turn out, so I decided. I was working as a pharmacy technician at the time, and I'd been fed up with like the red tape, bureaucracy, and like just blatant lack of ethics in the healthcare industry. And I decided I wanted to work either outside or with food. I didn't want to do abstract labor anymore. I wanted to see the fruits of what I was doing. I'd rather dig a ditch than sit in an office. Like I'd want to see what I've accomplished.
Yeah.
And so I've been working with food ever since. I've been running restaurants, working in kitchens. So that's what I've been doing now. And I don't know, I find it fulfilling. I think it's fun. And you definitely get to, number one, see what you're doing, but also other people get to enjoy it as well. So.
Okay. And okay, the big question. I'm gonna move this up just a little bit. What eventually led? What led to being homeless?
Lack of planning on my part. Bad relationship. And then moving away to Arkansas to do work out there, thinking I'd get away from my situation and everything. Not finding it appealing there and moving back without any preparation, you know, no financial backing, no plan on where to stay or anything like that. And we've just been trying to pick up the pieces ever since.
I hear you.
So slowly but surely, I mean, I got a job that I start next Sunday, so.
Service industry.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, definitely go check it out. It's going to be a badass bar, good food, and a few of my friends are going to own the place, so it's going to be really cool. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
And the guy from my last interview is going to be working there as well, so it's looking pretty solid.
Right on.
So what's your plan?
My plan, work as hard as I can, save up enough money. Right now I'm just desensitized to like the stigma of being homeless. I really don't care. I mean, I like the comforts of home and everything like that, but Denton's got a good outreach community to where, you know, I'm
Extremely in a great spot.
yeah, definitely. It's, I mean, I can't imagine in other places how hard it would be, but you know, I always have food. You know, there is shelter when it's available, but I kind of prefer to just do the urban camping thing. I find it a little bit, I don't know, I try to be as solitary as possible. I'm not antisocial, but I just find it more appealing and more calming to where I can just be by myself in those solitary moments. Like you know, when you're supposed to be going to sleep or waking up. I'd rather be alone in a quiet place rather than in a crowded shelter or someplace dangerous or in a ditch or something like that.
A lot of those shelters aren't really what they're made out to be. I know a lot of the times when I was staying in a shelter, it's where I met most of the people who are drug dealers or criminals. They just gotten out of prison, had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
A lot of people with mental issues, you know, so a lot of schizophrenics. It's just like it's kind of depressing.
It is.
I mean, it's hard to say that because I mean everybody's in the same situation. It sucks to say, you know, like because you see somebody in a worse situation or a similar situation, it bums you down.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like the main thing about getting yourself to a position of getting off the streets is your mental state.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah, you gotta just stay positive. I mean, that's the only thing that I've been able to do is just stay positive every single day. Do something positive. You know, make small goals and try to achieve them. Just don't have a defeatist attitude. I mean, that's the worst. Because you have a defeatist attitude, you can easily get drugged into, you know, alcohol, drugs, all of that, and that can severely impair your ability to change your station. And yeah, so I guess just work hard, save the money, and get a place. I mean, start from scratch. Just do it like you did when you were younger. You know, it's just you're a little bit older now. You know, so like you know, when I moved out when I was 18 and everything, did the same thing. Wasn't homeless, but I had a little bit more, I don't know, structure to where I was able to do these things. But starting from scratch, it's not that big a deal. People do it every day.
Do you have friends out here to help you out at all? Like a place to stay some nights or a shower or anything like that to use? Or?
Not really. I mean, there's a rec center that you can shower at. I do have friends, but it's not a pride thing. I just try not to take things from people or ask.
Yeah.
Like I give freely if people ask me, but I want to see how solitary and like how much I can do it on my own. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does. Trust me a lot. And I mean, honestly, like you get more out of that because in the end, like when people are like looking at you and they see what you have become from where you were at, and whether it's about a sense of pride or not, you get that sense of pride in knowing that you were able to find the strength inside of yourself to overcome those rough times and. That's where you want to be.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Instead of having to take all those handouts,
Yeah, if I can do this by myself, then there's not really much I can do. So that's the way I feel about it.
All right. So, and when do you start up on that job?
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's the grand opening?
That's the beginning of their training process and everything.
Okay.
A week after that's their soft opening.
Nice.
And we'll be closed for a day, and then a grand opening later that week. So
this Sunday?
I don't know.
Or next Sunday?
Next Sunday is when we start.
Okay.
So, I mean, they're still putting up furnishings and things like that. They're still, installing some of the kitchen equipment and things like that. So, but Sunday is when everybody who has been hired is going to meet up for a general orientation and see where everybody's at and go over, for the kitchen staff, go over the menus, things like that. So, pretty excited.
Cool, man. And they're doing paid training, so you'll get a check within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have a place to cash the checks?
I mean, there's a gas station, Zoom's right down the street. It's pretty cheap and everything. I think I still have a Wells Fargo account, maybe.
Cool.
So.
Yeah, definitely. If you can, get some kind of bank account. I know the one at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
It's $1.
Yeah.
And so it's just a place to store your money, especially at this time, because if you don't want to. I mean, it's nice to have the cash on you, but you don't want to be walking around with all your money.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Especially because like the guy from the last interview got his backpack stolen today or last night. That's a prime example. Like you could have all your money in your bag, somebody lifts it, and then that's that.
Yeah.
You're right back down and out. So you got to realize there's a lot more to it. It's a lot harder than you think. So yeah, definitely. If you need help with anything like that, just let me know.
Yeah, right on it. I appreciate it.
Is there anything else you would like to say to anybody, or inform people on like the situation or things they can do to help out? Or
I would say just don't stereotype everybody that you see, and don't know, treat people like human beings. You know?
Yeah.
Being blatantly dismissive is worse than somebody telling you no.
100% of the reason I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Because, it doesn't matter whether you're rich or you're poor or all the same. It doesn't matter your color, your ethnicity, your upbringing, anything. We're all the same. We're all here, living it day to day, trying to make it through. We're all going through our struggles. Whether it's not having a place to sleep, or a failed marriage, or having a kid who's fallen off on drugs or something like that, or living in a violent area where you're scared to walk down the street. It doesn't matter what you're going through, whether it's debt, anything. It can be anything. We're all struggling. We're all trying to make it through. And so the best thing we can do is just lend a hand to each other, lend an ear, give people that sense of respect and courtesy as human beings.
Exactly.
Try and just push forward so that way we can all succeed in this life.
Indeed. We're all in it together, man.
Well, hey, Justin, I just want to thank you so much for your time.
Hey, yeah.
Thank you for having this interview with me and just talking with me.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll be able to do more, and I hope everybody has a good day. Hey, thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.